This is your Uncle TreeJam, and we are back with Mass Effect 2. Last time we did some debriefing with the crew and got to know our newest recruit, Subject Zero, aka Jack. But now that we're here, I think we just finished the first 4 dossiers for additional crew members, so you know what that means? It's time for us to begin our mission on Horizon. This will be the mission where we establish contact with the Collectors, and I mean hostile contact, so we'll be fighting them for the first time. But for the time being, the entire Normandy CIC has been locked out as far as the galaxy map is concerned. We're not going to be able to access the galaxy map. We're not going to be able to specify new destinations. We're not going to be able to go to any of the hub worlds to purchase stuff. So if you want to go ahead and do so, I do recommend hitting up that research terminal, hitting up whatever upgrades you need. We went ahead and took care of the upgrades in the last episode, so I'm thinking we are good. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and hit up the message terminal, and we're going to talk to the Illusive Man and find out more about what's happening on Horizon, which has just dropped out of contact.
Shepard, I think we have them. Horizon, one of our colonies in the Terminus systems, just went silent. If it isn't under attack, it soon will be. Has Mordin delivered the countermeasure for the Seeker swarms?
Not yet.
Let's hope he works well under pressure. There's something else you should know. One of your former crew, Kaidan Alenko, is stationed on Horizon.
Last I knew, Kaidan was Alliance. Why is he out in the Terminus systems?
Officially, it's an outreach program to improve Alliance relation with the colonies, but they're up to something. And if they sent Commander Alenko, it must be big. I suggest you take it up with him.
We should send a message to the Citadel. The Alliance can give us reinforcements.
Not until you investigate. I don't want the Alliance getting in our way. Once you have the situation under control, I'll send the message personally.
The Collectors just happened to pick a colony with one of my former crew. I don't buy it.
It shouldn't be a surprise the Collectors are interested in you, especially if they're working for the Reapers. They might be going after him to get to you.
Kind of with Shepard on this one, it's a little too convenient. That being said, the Illusive Man is being a little bit tight-lipped about his intel on Horizon. The only thing left for us to do is to press forward and see if he'll give us the full truth later on. But let's face it, it's the Illusive Man. Truth and the Illusive Man don't always coincide.
Send the coordinates. We'll head straight there.
This is the most warning we've ever had, Shepard. Good luck.
Joker, set a course for Horizon. I've got to go see the Professor.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tell me you have something.
Yes.
Now imagine if I asked Mordin, how much do you have for me? Mordin goes, yes. How many upgrades you got for the Collectors? Yes. Best answer ever.
Lilith, we've got a problem.
Still can't calibrate the targeting matrix?
Those defense towers are useless if we don't figure it out.
Sorry, Commander. Getting our comm systems back online takes priority.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised people haven't tried to blame that one on me, too.
People out here don't trust the Alliance. It's nothing personal. What is that?
Get everyone to the safe house. I'll cover you. Run! Hurry!
assuming control. We are the Harbinger of their perfection. Prepare these humans for ascension.
So that was the first time we've actually seen a collector abduction attempt in person, or not necessarily in person, but without the, outside of just a security recording. We see it in full cutscene format, and see it from the point of view of just being on the ground at the time. So, unfortunately we have not yet touched down, and we are basically arriving right after the abduction attempt. And now we kind of see how the collectors are actually able to immobilize the colonists. Got a little bit of it from the recordings from Horizon. But we're going to go ahead with our squad. I was thinking about bringing Miranda Lawson with us. The collectors do utilize biotic barriers and armor, and warp is very useful against both. And she does give a squad bonus to health. But I'm thinking we may, or actually I think, let's take a look here, probably shields or something like that. But I'm thinking we want to go ahead and, for story reasons, bring one of our Mass Effect 1 squad mates. And I think right now the only Mass Effect 1 squad mate we have with us is Garrus. We also could bring someone who's a heavy hitter. Grunt has concussive shot, which can be useful against barriers. It's good for crowd control. Incendiary ammo is pretty good against armor. And he's got shotguns and assault rifles. He's got the Claymore shotgun too, which is pretty damn useful in my opinion. Let's go ahead and bring both of them. And I think it's now time for me to put points into Operative. And we'll leave the rest for later. Grunt, I'm gonna go ahead and put some points in incendiary ammo, and let's go ahead and give you extra point incendiary ammo. And Garrus will leave you the way you are. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and just change this for posterity. Or something. And I believe we're set. He's got his Claymore, Garrus has got his setup ready to go. I think we're set. Let's go ahead and touch down the surface and see if we can establish contact with any survivors of the colony. Let's go ahead and get set up. Now, we are dealing with armor and biotic barriers, so Instructor ammo is not going to do much against those compared to other ammo strategies and possibilities. However, we can still cause overheat in enemy weapons. That's still going to be a very useful tactic. Overheating enemy weapons and giving us a little bit more flexibility during a firefight. But here we have a collector vessel, and it bears a striking resemblance to the ship that attacked the SRV back in Mass Effect, the beginning of this game. So we'll find out a little bit more about that later on. For the time being, well, there should be a line from Shepard and Mordin and squad mates.
We're groundside. Mordin,
You sure those armor upgrades will protect us from the Seeker swarms?
Certainty impossible, but in limited numbers should confused detection make us invisible to swarms. In theory.
In theory? That sounds promising.
Experimental technology. Only test is contact with Seeker swarms. Look forward to seeing if you survive.
Okay. Very reassuring. But yeah, I guess I had to move in order to get that line to play. Let's go ahead and have squad mates switch up to powers. Well, mainly ammo powers for a grunt.
I got it.
That's right, babyface. You're on fire, baby. Yeah. That perfect nickname for grunt, babyface. Look at that babyface. See if we can get it on babyface. Look at that. Get that face of a champion. Eating those Wii's for breakfast? Look at him. What a champ. Let's move up. Now, if we didn't have Mordin's upgrade, unfortunately, the Collector Swarms would be making short work of us. We'd be joining the Colonists. But, thankfully, thanks to the power of plot magic, we can now resist the Collector Swarms. At least for the time being. Okay, now see if I can get these guys into cover properly. I did do a test run, and last time I had trouble getting one or two of them into cover. Even though I told them to go into cover, some of them felt like staying out of cover. Or doing the thing where they just, like, crouch down, don't really take cover. Happens quite a bit. Okay, how about this?
Fire in the hole!
No shield!
Oh crap. Here.
Found a target.
I'll take the shot.
On the ground.
Now let's see if I can get him. Okay. I know you want some. That's right. Play whack-a-mole, baby.
I'll put them down.
I want to make sure I get that accurate targeting there. There we go.
I'll put them down.
My pleasure.
Well, damn. Okay. I've never had that happen before. Like, at all. He went back into the crate and then flew in the air and then just slid down to his untimely out of bounds death or whatever. That has never happened before. Learn something new every day, folks. That was interesting, to say the least. Okay, let's go ahead and keep moving up. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Break your crates. Oh, and guys, step back. Banzai. And I have noticed it's possible to hurt yourself from the debris. So if you're thinking you can't, think again. The debris can stub your toe. You know, it's very lethal injury. Let's go ahead and grab. Oh wait, here we go, and here we go, and let's get one more piece of code and see if we can get that 6,000 creds. There we go. Beautiful, baby. Now we are seeing some anti-gun emplacements, anti-ship weaponry. Unfortunately, these are the weapons that Lilith and Kaidan were talking about. And unfortunately, they have trouble getting the weapons up online, and it wasn't a priority, and, well, unfortunately now it's kind of a lost cause. We might find someone who can help us out with this. But let's press forward.
Commander, we're getting interference. We can't maintain.
The collectors are disrupting communications.
We're on our own now.
Trying to explain why the Normandy can't, you can't bring down enemy fire from the Normandy to deal with the collector ship. Though, to be honest, I thought the collector ship's going to have a lot more firepower than the Normandy is going to have at this point. Let's see if I can get that collector who's escorting that pod. There we go.
Impact shot.
Okay. So, just in case you wanted to know, it is possible if you ever see that collector moving with the pod, you can target him. I do it quite often. Oh. Come on, buddy. Okay. Let's go ahead and move down.
Coming!
I'm gonna do this. Let's have Grunt here. I hope this works.
Got it.
Hostiles up ahead!
We're gonna deal with these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and see how much damage overload does to the armor. Not a good strategy to use it against armor, but that's still an appreciable amount of damage, I'd say.
My shields are down.
Okay, now. Oh no. Yeah. Guys, go ahead and look after yourselves.
Should have run. Now you'll cry. Got it.
A little sloppy there, but...
On the ground, now!
Now, you'll notice that the assassins actually utilize a particle beam weapon. We are going to get that particle beam later on.
Firing a high impact.
It's actually a heavy weapon. Kind of swirling my gun around whenever I do that. I don't know why. It's a little tendency I have whenever I use the Carnifex.
I've got no shields.
Ouch. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of you now.
Impact shot!
Now. There we go.
Hostile engaged.
Those things look like the husks that Geth used on Eden Prime.
I thought the Geth got that technology from Sovereign.
Then your Illusive Man was right. Collectors must work for the Reapers.
Because of X, Y, and Z. But yeah, essentially we saw the husks on Eden Prime for the first time in Mass Effect 1, and it seems that the collectors have access to the husks as well. The dragon's teeth that were used to transform the colonists into husks, that's actually Reaper tech. So, now that we're seeing that the husks are here, it's seems like a pretty damning evidence that the collectors are indeed working with the Reapers. Let's keep looking for some ammo, or right, not ammo, we should call them thermal clips. But, like, I don't even care about the lore. I just want to go ahead and call them ammo clips and just call them for what they are.
I'll take it.
But, you know, because of lore, I have to call them thermal clips. I think that's everything in the area. We've looted everything, right? Is that it? Not quite. We haven't shot that. We haven't shot that drink yet. So, or whatever that is. Could be a fancy highlighter for all I know. I already forgot what it is, but let's keep moving up. I think we've gotten everything, so the only thing left to do is to go ahead and examine this dead husk, and we can get a little bit of conversation regarding the husks in this game.
Sort of looks human. This one of the colonists?
No. The Geth impaled their victims on giant spikes to turn them into husks. But we haven't seen any. The collectors must have already had the husks. They want the colonists alive for something else.
Garrus, where are you?
Collectors must be experimenting on the colonists. What are they up to?
Maybe it's better not to know the details.
Guess we'll find out when we stop them.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced. Evolved.
They still die when you shoot them.
The collectors aren't getting away with more victims. Let's move out.
Yeah.
I like that lackluster explanation for, the collectors and how they've changed. They still die when you shoot them, but the husks back in Mass Effect 1, in my opinion, were far more dangerous. If you got caught by a husk in close quarters and it had an energy pulse ready to go, that shit could fry your shields really quickly. And if your shields were down, you were going to take a ton of damage, especially on the higher difficulties, because I usually play Mass Effect 1 on Insanity difficulty anyway. Going up against 2 or 3 husks that all release their pulse on you, have fun. That shit will work you over. And in Mass Effect 1, the husks still will swarm you and just do melee attacks on you, and melee attacks in Mass Effect 1 will bypass shields for the most part. So that makes them especially deadly in Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2, the main danger of husks is being caught out of cover. They can knock you out of cover with their melee attacks, and they can swarm you, or they can leave you open to fire from an enemy that has a firearm on them.
Your people gone.
All these empty buildings. It's unsettling.
That's the main danger of the husks as far as gameplay is concerned. I think I was pretty tough in being able to take that concussive shot. I think part of his barrier may still have been intact.
Impact shot!
Wasn't tough enough for that, though.
They're through my shields!
Okay, I want to make sure I don't stay out in the open too long. Okay, now that they have their shields down, or barriers down, this should be fairly easy. Garrus? Kinda was uncertain there if I'd actually hit him, or... no, but I did.
On the ground, now!
Okay, that was too close. Playing chicken with the enemy a little too much there. Not a good idea against a Collector Guardian. And the Collector Guardians are pretty much like the Collector's version of the Vindicator Rifle. So you're gonna want to be careful. If you ever fought against the Centurions and the Blue Suns, save for the shield that they can create, they're similar in how the weapons that they use.
Yeah, right up.
And the Guardians can get annoying because of that shield. Like so.
Stay there.
Let's see if I can get... oh. There we go, get that weapon out for overheat. Or not.
Got no shields!
Got another hostile appearing on sensors, so...
Impact shot. Got it.
I'm on it.
Okay. Let's deal with you. Ooh, no. Okay, but say if I couldn't take cover there, I'd be screwed.
Right on your ass.
When you get two concussive shots that hit at the same time, just the power behind that. Just from the sound alone.
On my way.
Right.
Okay, we definitely still have some collectors in play. Looks like I can hear them. Yeah, over there, okay. Let's go ahead and deal with that guy before we do any looting. Actually, you know what?
Right.
Coming.
Got it.
Affirmative. Grabbing cover.
Moving to cover.
Okay, here we go.
Light him up.
Area is filled with a bunch of explosive containers. That's very useful. Take advantage of that. And that was it? Okay. That was it for this area. Let me go ahead and grab and bypass a safe. I'm thinking we're getting close to a stopping point, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut the footage when I can. Pretty soon, actually. And we'll go ahead and just pick up. Let's see if we can match this up first. I want to get this, get some creds. Because, you know, the Illusive Man and his infinite wisdom is not going to pay me enough money to, get that 9 million creds so I can go ahead and fight against the collectors. And that's actually a timer going off or something, but I do need to go ahead and take care of that, so sorry about that, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and just tune out here, so thank you for tuning in. This is GreatTreeJam. Want to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, whichever gears you might be calibrating in this universe or the next. Next time we pick up, we're going to go ahead and keep gunning through and try and find out more about if there are any survivors on the horizon and what we can do to repel the collectors. Especially take care of this massive ship in the background. We might need a firepower for that. But for the time being, stay safe, have a good one, folks, and take care.